Hey guys, welcome to Muscle Memory. My name's Malcolm. Now, first, in the comments, I need you to go put the word thank you because we have a very special guest. She's giving us her time to talk to me on this channel. La Princesa Tiffany Nieves. How are you?
La Princesa Tiffany Nieves, believe it or not, is in between cashing in and traveling everywhere. So I'm very happy to have a little bit of a slowdown time and to be able to talk about me. So I'm doing great.
I love it. What's the bag that you have? I mean, we see the bag looking fancy.
It's a beautiful Coach bag that was gifted to me from someone I received a tour from while I was celebrating my 30th birthday in Dominican Republic. So shout out to my tour guide. You know who she is.
Absolutely. Wow. Amazing. Amazing. Now, I mean, this interview is all about you. So, I mean, I know it's your favorite topic, so let's go ahead and talk about it. You claim to be the best at everything. I believe
Yes.
you, but can you tell the people why you think you are the best at everything?
Okay, I won't tell anyone why I think I am the best at everything. Let me correct you. I will tell everyone why I simply am the best at everything. And it goes to the facts. It's not off emotions, it's not off looks, and it's not off just skill. It's off facts. What it take many people years to accomplish. La Princesa Tiffany Nieves has accomplished in this short of time because I'm not simply a part of the 1%. La Princesa is the 1%. I am the 1% to do it. The 1% that says yes. The 1% that doesn't stop, that doesn't sleep, that doesn't quit. I am that 1%. I am that 1%. There's a chance I may lose. That's to me. So La Princesa becomes the best at everything because I am the 1% no one else can be. La Princesa, Tiffany Nieves.
I love how often you say your name because it really puts over the fact like, yes, you are who you say you are. I love it. Is there anything that you think you could be possibly not the best at? Like maybe not even like bad, but just maybe like middle ground.
I think the only thing I could be a little middle ground to, I'll be honest, is remembering everything I am the best at. That is a flaw, I have to admit. By now, you would think I'd be able to list it all. By now, you would think I'd be able to remember it. By now, you think it all be in here. But sometimes a couple of achievements, accomplishments slip my mind. I'm not perfect. What can I say? But I am not princesa.
Again, says her name like three times. One says, I love it. I love it. Where'd you get this name, La Princesa, from?
Well, it's something you're born with. That's the honest and truth. So since I've been my birth, I have been called La Princesa Tiffany, La Princesa Tiffany, La Princesa Tiffany. So, it's really a thing that was I guess my destiny was to be called La Princesa Tiffany. But when you really look at where I come from and where I am now, it's very fitting where I am. I am a girl from the Bronx, New York, and many people question where's the royalty there. But that's exactly the point. I refuse to go back. That's why sometimes I'm even hated. Um, I am the survival of the fittest. I am the best at everything. So you're not looking at a girl from the Bronx, New York. You're looking at the princess, a woman, a lady, a fighter from the Bronx, New York, who made it out alive. And this is what it looks like. It's what it smells like. It's what it talks like. Me right here. I have always been in the plan to be a princess.
That's amazing. I mean, you said people might hate you. I don't know who hates you. I personally never met anyone that's ever hated Tiffany Neves before.
I
Who
will
do you
say,
think
as
I
a
could be?
princess, though, can you guys one thing at a time, please? They love handing me. All right, thank you. You can go now. All right, I have. Ooh, now
Ooh,
different from childhood. Now that I'm an adult, being a princess comes with a lot of honors, and one of them is beautiful titles like this itself. Take a look.
I love it. Oh,
I am guilty of using it as a mirror sometimes because it doesn't break. And not that a mirror I was ever in front of ever broke,
of
but I'm
course.
just saying, this ain't breaking.
Now, I mean, as a champion that you are, Exodus Pro, Midwest Women's Championship, who do you want to defend your championship against next?
Anyone who wants to lose, but I do have an answer for you because I had an idea that you may ask that. And I do have a few opponents. Kylie Ray is someone I have my eye on.
Ooh,
I have been making my towns to Chicago. I haven't seen her. I even made my way to her home territory, reality wrestling. I don't see her, but everyone seems to see her on the internet right now. And she is someone that I've had my eye on that I'd love to go toe to toe for my Exodus Pro title. Or matter of fact, you can make it for my future of women's wrestling title. Any title that I have, I'd put it online with Kylie Ray.
Oh, okay. Wow. I like the call out. That's the headline. I think everyone's gonna
And then I have one more lady that
go for it.
definitely has my attention. La Princesa has the attention is Alex Windsor. I think I'm saying her name right. She's someone on the independents and she's international. So me being one of the first ever Destiny, which is in Canada champion, women's champion ever for Destiny's Wrestling, I think it's fair that I test the waters with some international talent. So those are the two names I'll give you.
Oh wow. All right. I'm looking forward to these matches. Box office draw, honestly. I'm looking forward to it. Now you
But let's be
recently
honest, any and every company that someone holds a title to, I want to go next with. So if you hold a title at NXT, if you hold a title at WWE, if you hold a title at TNA, anywhere, anyone, I want it all of it. Every woman that holds a title at the NWA, all the territories, I want it all.
now you recently just competed in a cage match. NWA looks could kill or looks at
Yes, and let me tell you, Malcolm, let's zoom in. And I hope that in the comments, look up Natalia Markova. She does not look like this days after the cage match.
ooh,
Just want to say that.
oof.
But I'll
Now,
take any and all questions you have about this cage match starting now.
oh, okay. So I'm on the spot now. What did it mean to you to be part of this match, one half of the first women's cage match in Alabama history?
Okay, so of course, being a princess, people believe that I may not have a bone in my body that is humble, but that is farthest thing from the truth. Being a survivor of many things, I have this drive to not ever go back. And anyone who even thinks to get in my way, they'll have a lot to pay. But aside from that, La Princesa is very aware. Um, this upsets people that although I'm some of the best, better than some of the greatest, like Sherry Martel, right? Um, there's still history to be made, and there's still sights to be saw. And I would be lying to you if when it was announced that I'd be the first ever women's cage match in history in Alabama. I shed a tear. I shed a few tears. It meant the world to me to know that even when they say at the age I'm at, even when they say how late I started wrestling, that it's almost impossible to create history, here I am still creating history. So I'm not surprised. It goes with the destiny that's made for me. So I was very, very honored to be one of the ladies that don't have to hold a title for the company, but still be the main event. Says a lot. And the champion should be scared because any division that's under me has a bright, strong future.
So, what's your thoughts on Kenzie Page being the NWA Women's World Champion?
Really, really, did you not get the point of what I just said? My thoughts on Kenzie Page are really simple. She doesn't deserve to be the champion. When you see someone at an airport, Kenzie Page and La Princesa Tiffany Nieves, who are you going to break your neck to look at? It's not going to be Kenzie Page
Nope.
unless you want to remind her there's a piece of gum at the bottom of her shoe. It's
Oh,
going to be La Princesa Tiffany Nieves. You're going to look at her and say, where can I go to see you?
yeah,
Okay?
yeah.
Doesn't matter whether you like me or you don't like me. Everyone on that roster knows I am the best at everything. I am the next women's champion, the longest reigning champion to come. The first time I ever faced Kenzie Page, she used an illegal weapon to defeat me. The second time, she nearly needed 3 Kenzie cutters. Okay? I deserve another match against Kenzie Page. I deserve to be in that match, matter of fact, with Kenzie Page. But instead, Natalia Markova wanted to get in my way. So instead, I had to handle her first. And just like everyone else, just like Ruthie J, just like all the other girls that I made tap out in the middle of that ring, I'm going to get Kenzie Page to tap out. And that's exactly how I'm going to become the NWA Women's Champion.
So, 2025, the goal is for you to hold that championship, correct?
Absolutely. 2025. We have a lot of dates coming up, and in 2025, I am Billy knows it. If I have to I shouldn't have to call Billy myself, but Billy knows it. He's done embarrassed himself telling the whole wide world that Natalia Markova is one of the best wrestlers in the entire world. Guess what? I know that's a lie. Everyone listening knows that's a lie. Deep down in Billy's heart and Natalia Markova's heart, she knows that's a lie too.
Oof. All right. That was spicy. What's your thoughts on Billy Corgan as like a boss in general? He's running the NWA. That's the guy that signs the checks. What's like your relationship with like or your relationship with Billy Corgan?
Oh my gosh. Well, I love Billy Corgan. Billy Corgan and I are very fond because we're both superstars, self-made superstars. We're not second generation superstars, like half these spoiled brats. So Billy and I see eye to eye when it comes to being a hustler or survivor. You know, something that you cannot recreate. I have never been treated better besides, my home life because I am La Princesa. Billy and I see eye to eye on many things. He does not get in my way. He has to play fair, so he has to create these titles for everyone to feel important. But the second I signed my contract at NWA, I said, don't waste my time with anything besides title matches. And that's all I've gotten since I've come to the company. And I've elevated them, and they've given me the opportunity to show my skill, and they've kept their part of the contract, so I'm keeping my part. I've got zero complaints about Billy. He gives me my VIP treatment. He gives my family their VIP treatment when they come in to watch La Princesa do her thing. I am the first ever Exodus Pro NWA territory champion. He stays out of my way. When I want something, he doesn't get in my way. So I have zero complaints for the man. And believe it or not, I think there was an article recently that he said himself that I am a team player and he admires that. So I'd like to say Billy is very fond of me himself. And I like anyone who's smart enough to like me.
I love that answer. You said every match is a title match. Was that cage match a title match?
You're really funny, Malcolm.
What? I'm
How'd
just.
you squeeze that question in there? You know what? It wasn't a title match, but it was a history making match. You think I'm going to turn down to the money to make history? I will forever be a part of history. That would be silly. That was the exception. And
Just
if it wasn't, and I'll tell you one thing, in my contract, since I'm too beautiful, too skilled, too strong, too rare, too successful,
yeah.
um, which it shouldn't be a thing that's used against me, but nonetheless, there's a lot of protection that's implemented to keep such a legacy alive for many people, audiences, crowds, families to be able to witness. There is a real importance to keep me around. And with that being said, there's a reason why when I'm not having individual matches that consist of the title, I'll be in a title match because I will always have someone to guard and protect me, not out of fear, but out of preserving something that's good.
Okay. No, that all makes sense. Thank you for explaining.
Yeah, I'm the most valuable in the company right now. And anyone dares to challenge that, please tell me who else is going to different cities, different towns, different countries every single week on the NWA. I dare any female on the NWA roster tell me who's working harder than me. Besides Markova going on a rock star tour, who is working harder than me?
I feel like some NWA fans would say like someone like Haley J might
What
be.
about what about her?
I feel like she works pretty hard.
She could work hard, but she don't work harder than me.
I don't know. Fair enough. You squashed that really quickly. Can I ask about OVW? What's your funniest Al Snow story?
The funniest Al Snow story? Oh boy.
I
Oh gosh, you put me on the spot here. I wish I had one prepared. Hmm. Al Snow is the, the funniest Al Snow story is that Al Snow thinks he's funny. And that is the funniest thing about Al Snow. I'm so sorry, Al.
I love it. He'll
But I
definitely.
will say I witnessed Al Snow's mom get married to one of the boys. Yep. So we had a roast for Al Snow, and a part of the roast we legally married Al Snow's mom to one of the boys, and now we get to say that his stepdad is one of the boys. And
That's
yeah,
crazy. I love
so
that.
I got to witness Al Snow's mom kiss someone else in front of him. It was awesome. It was awesome.
Did you work with Mickey James at all when you're in OVW? Or is she
I
still
did
around?
have the opportunity to learn under Mickie James. And if anyone has the opportunity to learn or do Mickie James seminar when it does come around, that woman is she's iconic for many reasons. She's a singer, she's a mother, she's a wife, she's a wrestler, she's a worker, she's so many things. And she's kind is the most important thing. And she's very intelligent. And if you have an opportunity to let the wind blow of Mickie James by you, I would say go ahead and take that all freaking in. And we were able to, right before her tour and her putting together that all woman show, we were able to learn from her, whether it was in ring psychology or just putting yourself in storylines and helping yourself develop into be able to connect to an audience is something that Mickey's so great at.
Did you guys ever have like a one-on-one conversation? Is like what's some like advice or compliments she might have given you? Because like right now, Mickey's doing a lot of things at once. She's on that WWE LFG show. She's doing et cetera, et cetera. She's doing a lot. So what's like a conversation in general? She's like a Hall of Fame worthy wrestler, obviously.
I'm
What's
gonna
like a
tell you,
conversation she gave you?
Mickie James has created so much history, and it would be wrong for me to just tell you one thing Mickie has told me because Mickie is one of those people that will tell you a part of her life that is so intimate and very detailed that you feel so undeserving to even have such an icon, a history maker share with you. And I wouldn't even tell you that's the advice. The advice is from a third person watching outside. What I learned from Mickie is just to be kind. And people say this all the time, this woman has done so much in her career and she will spend time with every single person helping them. And I feel like you can't put a dollar on giving someone your true valuable time. I've seen her under pressure, under being confused, under a lot of circumstances, still remain kind and be able to talk to anyone and get exactly what she needs out of a circumstance. So I just learned no matter what, hold everything with grace, no matter who you think you are, what you think you want. How you treat people is going to be the most important thing. And Mickie executed that in every conversation, every action she did. And I respect her for that.
Amazing answer. I love it. Now your
I
goal,
can't believe making me soft and nice. My gosh. Next subject.
just wanted to
I
hear it.
have
Now,
my glasses on. You're gonna see my big, beautiful brown soft eyes. Can't have
this
people
is
doing
this
that.
this is an amazing interview. I love this. So talking about the NWA, obviously that's a promotion that has launched so many careers into like superstardom as far as being on the NWA roster and even leaving that roster and joining bigger companies like the WWE or AEW. Is it a goal for you to be an NWA guy for a while now, or is it to go to one of these bigger companies down the line?
I'm gonna tell you, my goal is very simple: to create history. The fact that I've already done it with this Alabama cage match shocks me. I told myself I should have been a little bit more detailed, but I've already talked to Billy. It's not a secret. I said I want to be the first woman ever to have the NWA women's title and cross over to another company and work with them while I have the NWA women's title. Now, who or what or where that would be, Billy, the NWA, and I are very open to whomever wants to work with us, and I want to be that person. So, wherever I am invited, which right now appears to be NWA, to create history and co-collab with my ideas is exactly where I want to be. So I see myself with a very long future with NWA. I'm very excited within my first year of signing. I'm already doing one of the most important things to me on my list, which is creating history. Boom, done. So I'm very elated to see what can be created as long as Billy and I continue to collab. And I hope anyone and everyone's listening. I'm telling you, with the NWA, we have an exciting future. We have such a young division, a strong division, a hungry division of women and men right now. And Billy is, you know, so in tune. He has a lot of background when it comes to wrestling. Believe it or not, he's worked behind the scenes for years. And then he also has this entertainment background being a rock star. You'd be surprised how awesome your boss can turn out and how awesome your career can turn out if you stick around and work really hard.
Amazing. I got two more questions for you, then we'll wrap this up. Now,
Let's
there's
do
a
it.
great,
Let ask La Princesa anything.
of course, of course. There's a great Sports Illustrated article that was written about you recently by Adam Bernard, great friend of the channel, amazing guy. Now, during that article, I was reading it over, and it felt like I was able to really connect to your journey as a person into professional wrestling and then life in general. Like there was moments where I felt connected to just your journey as far as being sympathetic to your past, but also energetic about your future. Now, what's the goal of Tiffany Nieves in the future of professional wrestling?
So when you ask me that, I have so many answers. I'm a girl from New York, of course. What is my goal? I wanted everything. I want it all. If my goal had a head, I would bite it off, spit it out, and grab another one. I know it sounds crazy, but hello, I'm a freaking wrestler. I'm crazy. I have so many goals. My goal changes every single day because one day my goal could be I want to be a champion, and then I complete it. Then now I need another goal. So I've already completed my goal of being the best at everything. I have to say that because every day there's no one in the world that can tell me I am not doing or accomplishing being the best at everything. So let's have fun with this. What is my goal? You're saying in general with wrestling and I is to forever, ever, 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 ever remember that you're in charge of your own life. There was a time where I was in a hospital bed and I was sick, diagnosed with cancer. There was a time before that my mom didn't have enough money and said, "Hey, Tiff, we can't sign you up for softball." There's a time before that where my reading level wasn't good enough and I probably couldn't go to third grade. These are all situations where people tell you no. And somehow you've got to want to just get to the other side more than anything else. And I feel with wrestling, my goal is to never stop doing that. No matter where or what it is, that I always see the line and where it says no, and I constantly still get to the other side. That's my goal. As long as I never stop that, then I am completing my dream when it comes to wrestling.
Oh, that's a beautiful answer. I love it. Now, final
It's
question.
understandable. It ain't that simple sometimes. It's not that simple. I
Now, I
just
got
got
a
a way to
final
phrase
question for
that.
you. The most important question in the world. I ask every wrestler this. Tiffany, what's your order when you go to Waffle House?
Oh my gosh, I thought that was just that. I thought that was just. I saw you ask someone else this question. And I thought it was just for the. Oh, that's so funny.
That's for everybody.
So the last time I was at Waffle House, I'm going to tell you a story. Sorry, Waffle House. Me and my friends were so hungry and no one was coming, and I thought I can get faster service if I mooned the camera. So that's my order.
But did you eat anything
A
that
full
night,
moon,
though?
baby. That's what I order when I go to Waffle House. A full moon.
Crazy. Now, does that allow the food to come faster to the table, or
That allows it to be complimentary. But
hilarious? Now, what was the food that came to the table after said moment?
you want to know something? I didn't end up waiting around for my meal.
What?
I know. I heard the chicken's good there and biscuits and gravy, but I didn't stick around. I didn't stick around. I
You
know, I'm a
hit
failure.
him with the moon and then dipped? Like what?
Hit him with the moon and dip. That's it.
I love it. That's probably like the craziest Waffle House stories I've ever heard a wrestler say. So thank you for being authentic about it. Most people wouldn't even say that. I love it. I love it. Tiffany,
Aren't we
of
here to be honest?
course. Tiffany, thank you so much for your time. Where can they find you on social media if they're not already following you as they should?
Yes, so as you should, we already know you're following me, but if you're embarrassed to admit, where everyone stalks me is going to be Tiffany Nieves underscore on Twitter and on Instagram. I dare you to find me on Facebook and see how quick you get blocked. Don't find me there, but on Twitter and Instagram, we are best friends. And you can also find me on Cameo. I'm very friendly there.
I love it. I love it. Tiffany, thank you so much for your time. I greatly appreciate it. I feel honored just to be sitting here and talking to you, the champion right now. Guys, my name's Malcolm. This is Muscle Memory, and we're out.
Pause.
Uh,
I need to have a question for you.
go for it.
We need to do it together. Ready?
Yeah. Okay.
Ready? Ready? Three, two, one. Get it?
Waffle House.
I got it.
Bueno.
Bueno.
I love it. Guys are out.
Now I know to get you a Waffle House gift card. Say less.
Yes.
We going up like 1,000. I'm a flex just like a muscle man Malcolm. We going up like 1,000. I'm a flex just like a muscle man Malcolm. When it just like 1, 2, 3. If you like the channel, this will squeeze. If you like the channel, this will squeeze. If you like the channel, this will squeeze. Hey.